like no other. I was working out to the backfields, down along the creek there. I first felt the air start to change. I looked at the clouds. I heard the wind blowing. And I says to myself, Beatrice, I says, don't stand out here like a fool to the field. Get your tools to the barn for the storm hits.
And I run like the wind right after the boy died, calling all over town for his father. I fly by the dry goods and on through the diner looking clean over Zion to find him.
So I set the tools down, and I turn my head to see the air all in motion above me. I'm standing there, near the barn there for shelter. And the clouds are as dark as the land is long, circling and swirling like a fire to the sky.
And I looked.
And I seen it.
And I hollered.
And I knew.
I says, Ferris, Ferris. He's dead now for certain. Buddy Lehman. He's passed on beyond us.
And like a slate wiped clean, or a fever washed away where there was fire to the sky. Now there's nothing. Where there was clouds, there's just blue in the sun.
There's only sun. Gone. And it's me who brings the word when Ferris comes to his door in the morning. I seen him there like he's a wood stick carving in the wood frame door, and they're welded together and grieving. I says, Ferris, I'm sorry. You don't move and don't speak. I says, your son, he's passed on beyond us.
The idiot boy is dead, don't you see? Buddy Lehman's gone. There's no telling the weather. When he said it would rain, we laid our fields in rows, and we knew it'd be a good season. You see, folks work. They wait. They hope and they plan. But it was the boy who told us the weather. And that boy, he was something else for a fact. Couldn't talk for 2 cents or take time to tie his shoes. But you figured he knew things nobody knew. Without drilling rigs or men with machines, with nothing but a stick in his hand, Buddy Lehman came onto my land in late spring and set himself to witch in a well. Call it vein finding, water witching, smelling, seeking, or divining. The boy had a touch and a feel for water. Oh, water! Come on, boy, you'll find her!
Look at him go.
Wishing ain't nothing hits that stick there does all the work, dude.
Oh, like hell it's a stick.
On hell if it ain't.
Blood knows what he's
We
doing.
know his next to nothing.
Hell if he don't.
Hell if he does.
If you fellas keep up this ruckus, you'll throw the boy off. Now, how many times have I told you? Tonight's dousing's a delicate business.
I doubt he's gonna find any water.
Sister, the signs are all right on the money. It's a full moon, it's May. Not to mention the wind from the
The signs
east.
don't find water. You want water, you hire a drill rig.
Well,
We have been chasing through the fields after that, and there's no sign of nothing at all.
just give the boy time.
How's he gonna find water when he won't even touch it? He don't wash, he don't bathe. The boy's dirt head to toe hanging feet. He's not even
He
baptized.
feels it right to the bone, don't you see?
Oh, water. He feels water. He's on it now.
Son of a bitch.
He's on it. He'll find her. Find her.
You got
Come
it.
on.
Come on.
Got it.
That was the boy.
Come on.
Oh, he feels water.
Sweet Jesus in heaven, would you look at that?
He got you some water. He got you some.
You done a fine job, boy. You done fine by me.
He's a good guy, B.
You're a good guy, Buddy Lane.
Whoa, boy.
Hit her right on the money.
Go real good, bud.
All right, boys, let's get to work.
Mighty fine job. Mighty
I
fine.
never saw such a job.
Heck of a job.
If you boys, I'm not paying you boys to stand around cussing and shaking hands for half the night. Run up the barn and get the shovels.
You want us to help you?
Bud, you've done your fair share. Now you remember to tell your dad he'll be sending over a dozen or so bushels of corn and wax beans come this fall. Remember to tell him I thank you.
Will you thank him?
I thank you, my friend.
Hey, honey, you wouldn't want to show Luella how to work this thing, would you?
How to work it?
How to make her find water.
Well, first, he shuts his eyes,
Yeah?
and he thinks of his mama.
Buddy? Your mama? Bud? You think of her when you try to find water?
Now, I can't take my eyes off you for 2 seconds, little brother, without you running off all over the field.
Well, he was playing, Jenny
You're
May.
supposed to be sweeping.
What are we gonna do, Jenny May? That boy can't do nothing right. You see that broom right there? Well, he couldn't make it get to work in. And you see how he's doing with his shoes.
Buddy,
His sister says, well, buddy, You keep them shoes on your dogs. Them feet ain't supposed to get naked. And would you look how he does, like he's dumber than dirt.
Now, don't call yourself names.
He can't help he's dad.
Yeah, but-
He's a loony little goat for sure.
All right, let's get to digging.
Let's get your boots on.
Oh, he don't want to wear boots.
Buddy.
Let's get some dirt, do we?
Good job, you're digging.
I mean, I'm dirt there. I don't want to do.
All right, listen, though. I'm at this hole working. I'm standing here sweating. You're doing nothing but lean on that shovel.
You trying to say I don't know how to dig, huh? You trying to tell me what's what with the shovel? Well, listen, Dewey. I've been through the best darn training Uncle Sam's got to offer. Got sent through basic training 2 times in a row. Now, I may not know much enough, but I know what's what with a shovel.
Well, then why don't you use it?
Why don't you give me the room here, pal? Give me the room. I'll tear this hole up.
Would you fellas shut up and get to digging for water?
You're not gonna find a well out here, B. There's nothing but one in that hole.
Well,
I tried this stick, B. I gave her a shake and it's worth next to nothing. You're wasting your time on that hole.
Take your time with those laces.
Well, he can't make them tie.
Buddy Lane is not crazy. He's just smart enough to fool with you, B. He's been digging out here after nothing. When a farm needs a well, you gotta use a machine.
Give me a shovel.
Shovel?
Even a fool knows that folks need a drill rig to dig down to water. Sticks and shovels get you nowhere in this land.
Okay, I like the shorter one.
Short shovel.
Indiana's nothing but rocks and mud, B. Clean down to China. It's rocks and mud and mud and rocks, and you need a full-size drill rig to dig down to water.
come on, put your back into it, dude.
But no, you wouldn't listen. You wouldn't use the machine. And now you'll sit there to your elbows in mud, like as you're getting nowhere but dirty.
Come on, get some weight into
Hold
the
on,
bowl.
hold on.
Water?
My feet are getting wet.
No, wait, there's water.
He did it. He tied on it.
There it is.
He's a good guy, Jimmy.
Grab the shovels, boys. Let's go get our drunk on.
Lord God in heaven, I'm tired.
He tied his shoes by himself. Huh. He's gonna sweep by himself. He's sweeping and sweeping.
Buddy, stay on the porch.
Well, he's cleaning his yard, Jenny Mae.
Buddy.
He's sweeping and sweeping and sweeping
Buddy,
and
what?
sweeping. Huh?
Well, hi.
Well, hi.
Can I help you with something, sir?
Oh, well, to tell you the truth, ma'am, I'm lost.
What are you looking for?
Well, I'm not looking for nothing too special here, ma'am. I'm just kind of curious where I am at the moment. You see, I had me a fitful night of dreaming and got myself all turned around in my sleep. And when I woke up this morning and looked down the road one way there and turned around and looked down the other, you know what I said?
What?
Well, I says, I am fit to be tied if Indiana don't look all the same no matter which way you turn. I says to myself, CC Showers, I says, you are about as stuck on this road as a small ball in tall grass. Just stuck up like a boot in the mud. Couldn't tell coming from going or which end was up. Till I see my friend here giving the grass a good once over. And I says, now there is a man that cares about the land that he stands on. There's a man that can tell me where I am.
Well, you're at Buddy Lehman's house.
Well, I had a sneaking suspicion I might be.
Yeah, it's his house, all right. You see, there's his doors, and his windows, and his porch, and this girl right here. She's a sister.
Buddy.
You gonna sweet talk her a little, mister? You want him to maybe go get lost?
Just get back to sweeping.
Well, he's tired of sleeping.
Well, you know you can't be too clean, pal.
Huh?
Well, I says a fine and upstanding young fellow like yourself ought to love keeping clean.
Well, you ain't gonna wash him.
Are you selling soap or something, mister?
No, man.
You ain't gonna put him in water.
In water?
Jenny Mae, don't let that guy wash him.
Now, what do you want to go scaring him for? He never done nothing.
Now, hold on.
You just come up here out of a clear blue and go teasing folks that you don't hardly know.
Now, hold the boat, ma'am. I only stopped because I'm looking to help folks.
Are you one of them Mormons?
To put it real plain, ma'am, I'm in need of a job.
Well, we're not giving handouts.
I'm not wanting a handout. I'm wanting to work. You name it, I'll do it. Yard work, housework, cleaning or mowing. I'll milk the chickens. I'll plug the cows. I'm willing to work the whole day just for food. You see, I'm really not a big eater. Little tiny portions. To look at me, you'd think I was raised by the birds. A crumb here, a crumb there.
Well, ain't you had some breakfast?
Not lately, my friend.
No, maybe you better talk to my daddy.
Well, if it wouldn't put you to no trouble.
It's no trouble at all, mister.
What's your name, mister?
Daddy?
CC.
You think you're gonna stick around here a while, CC?
Well, it all depends, bud.
Well, there's lots of good stuff around here, you know.
There is, huh?
Well, yeah, there's lots of good stuff. You see the trees right there, don't you? Well, come on.
Oh, but I sure do.
Oh, well, that's where the birds live.
Oh, do they now?
Yeah, way up in the trees they do, way up in the leaves.
Well, now that is a good thing to know.
And you see the ground right here, don't you? Right here.
Mr. Lehman, I sure do.
Well, that's where the doodle bugs are.
Well, you're just chock full of knowledge, my friend.
He thought you might be.
Beg pardon?
Well, he says he thought you might be.
Now you're talking about you.
Well, yeah. Can't you hear him?
Yeah. Yeah, pal, I hear you.
You see the sky up there, pal?
But I'm looking right at it.
Well, you know who lives up there, don't you?
Who?
Jesus.
Way up there?
Jesus, son of God does.
And what do you figure he does up there, bud?
Well, he don't know. Maybe he's got himself a little house.
Yeah?
Well, yeah. Maybe he's got himself a running toilet inside.
Well, now that is a good thing to have.
Well, he thunk you might be.
Mr. Lehman, it does my heart good to meet a man that knows his way around the church.
Well, we don't got no church around here, CC. Don't you know nothing?
So your mama taught you the gospel at home?
Well, his mama?
Yeah?
Well, you ain't seen her.
No?
Well, you can't find her nowhere, CC.
Well, how long's she been gone?
Well, he ain't so sure. He looks in his house, and in his yard, and in the woods, but he can't find her nowhere.
Well, I imagine she'll be home before long, don't you think?
Sometimes he hears her. Sometimes at night he hears her, and her voice is soft, like he can touch her almost. But when he's sleeping,
Maybe she's passed, bud?
oh, you know where she is?
Well, I'd imagine she's in heaven. You know what angels are, don't you?
What's angels?
Angels are what we call the folks in heaven, the people on beyond us.
Well, what's angels do?
Well, for the most part, they tend to fly around singing all the time.
Well, angels can fly,
That's what they say.
like the birds.
Like the birds.
Dad, she's up in the sky. His mama's flying. Jesus.
Hey, you're gonna be up to the sky, like to never come down if you do not finish your chores before noon, boy.
Well, he was talking to Cece.
Oh, he made you a friend, huh?
That guy had nothing to eat, Dad.
So, you're the fellow who's looking to work, huh?
CC Shower, sir.
Ferris Lehman. Oh, Mr. Showers. Do you chew tobacco?
No, sir.
Well, you oughta. Man who wants to work in a garage, you gotta choose something. Can't hire a fella that's Patricia. Thank you kindly. Good tasting blood, huh?
It's real tasty.
Don't swallow it, mister. Hell, the whole point's to spit it.
Beg pardon?
Oh, too late, huh? May I get you some water?
I'm fine, just fine.
Now, I'd offer you some more, but with Hoover in office, there ain't a lot more to be had, huh?
I hear ya.
You are a Democrat, ain't you? Not voting for Hoover?
Not by a long shot.
Nah, I don't mean to be nosy, but ain't no man voting for Hoover's working for me.
Well, anybody votes for Hoover, there'll be nobody left working.
You damn Hoover, these government guys, they don't know shit from China.
Nope.
I mean, here we sit with half the country wound as tight as a shock spring, and Hoover won't let a man drink.
Well, ain't you figure there's something to drink in these boxes?
Well, they're mainly full of nothing, my friend.
Well, ain't you figure there's some root beer down in them?
Oh, bud, don't be so darn nosy.
Well, he ain't gonna hurt nothing, Dad. He's just gonna haul these boxes around some, like he's a helper. Like Cece.
Make a deal, my friend?
The word of honor, Cece.
You can haul these 2 cases around town a while if you promise to bring them right back.
Lick your hand, Cece. Ain't gonna drop these boxes for nothing. No, sir. Ain't gonna nose around in them or bang them up no how. He knows there ain't no root beer in them. He's a good guy, that buddy. A word of honor, he is.
Well, I'd imagine being a daddy gets to be a full-time business.
Oh, hell, there ain't nothing to it. I reckon like weeds.
Like weeds, Mr. Lehman?
Oh, you can pull on them, trim them, hedge them on the back some, but you're best off to just leave them go. You ever see a weed that ain't healthy?
No.
Same way with kids. Car breaks, fix it. Tires flat, you pack it. The kids are just fine on their own.
Well, Mr. Lehman, I take you like cars.
Oh, Mr. Showers, I love them. Nash, Buicks, DeSotos, you name it. Plus, whole world of tractors. John Deere, Farmall, Ford's of course.
Yeah?
Nothing is like a good, solid engine.
Oh, no, sir.
You ever tear down a six-bagger?
Now that is quite an engine.
Hell of an engine. Of course, a flathead will put it to shame.
Well, I'd imagine.
Can you rebuild a flathead?
Well, is that a car or a tractor?
Come on. I've never heard of a flathead tractor.
So it's a car, huh?
Can you at least tear down a carburetor? Fuel pump? Ignition?
Well,
Steering? Tires? Well, you can't patch a damn tire. Where the hell you been?
well, I've been walking, Mr. Lehman, for nearly 3 months. I hardly rode in a car, let alone try to fix one. But I'm needing a job awful bad, you see? Just enough work to feed me.
You might be. If I knew what you did, I could help you.
Well, there really wasn't much work back in Hazard, Kentucky. I mean, I quit what I did, you see?
Wait, you quit a good job for nothing?
Well, I had to leave.
You walked off the job when there ain't work for miles.
Well, I just couldn't work no more.
Well, did they fire you?
No,
Did you run in the law?
I just couldn't do it no more.
Well, what the hell did you do?
It don't matter.
Alright, I can't hire a fellow who don't know what he does.
Mr. Lehman, look, I'm looking to start all again, don't you see? I've been looking for work the whole time I've been walking.
You are wasting my time, mister.
Mr. Lehman, to tell you the truth, I was a preacher.
A teacher?
No, a Bible-toting preacher.
What? Come on. You're full of shit.
Well, I ain't preached no more, though.
You're full of shit, ain't you?
No, I ain't preached for 3 months, Mr. Lehman. I went nearly 12 years, then I quit. Now I'm done.
You really a preacher?
Well, I was, but I ain't preaching no more.
Word of honor, Jeffrey. Word of honor.
Bible banging, Jesus jumping heaven and hell by a preacher?
You tell Mr. Showers the truth, Buddy Lehman.
Well, he ain't done nothing wrong.
Just you tell him.
Well, he was just walking, you see? See? But then his arms got him feeling a little lousy, see? So he says to himself, maybe he'll feel better if he gets him some root beer. On account of them boxes are heavy and his arms are hurting something awful.
You didn't take something out of them cases, boy.
Well, no siree, Dad. There ain't nothing in them.
Ain't nothing in them.
Nope, no root beer, nor nothing. Word of honor, Cece.
Do you mean the boy dumped all you stuff out?
Well, they're a little easier to carry now. Yeah,
All your clothes?
Your blanket?
my bedroll,
Oh, your Bible?
my Bible.
Everything?
Seems to be the case.
Well, he figures he better go take himself for a little walk now, Dad.
Hold still a minute, bud.
Well, you don't want to sit
Well,
still.
you're gonna sit still till you tell us what you did with his things.
Now, Mr. Lehman.
Now, some things don't irk me, Mr. Showers, but stealing the clothes off the back of a preacher ain't what I'm on list to sit still for.
The preacher?
A marrying, burying, reading, reviving, devil and damnation preacher, Jenny May. And your little brother, who somebody
who was supposed to be watching, just stole everything the man owns.
I can't be watching him all the time, Daddy.
Well, I can't be watching him either.
I dress him, I feed him, I walk him all over the
They
place.
don't want to sit still.
And I need time to spend with my friends, damn it.
Now, cuss, and I told you this man's a preacher.
I don't care if you preach.
Stop
I'm not screaming!
This man's a preacher!
Hold it! Hold the boat, will ya? I was a preacher, but I ain't preaching no more. I don't do prayers or lead songs, and I give up on sermons. It is no sin to change, and I have changed. I give it up.
Well, ain't you gonna stick around here, son?
But I come this far, I'll be just fine.
No clothes?
Got nothing?
See, don't leave him.
But I just...
You can sleep in the barn, Daddy.
No, I don't need a burden.
Now, I do not mean to take offense, but my barn ought to be good enough for a good man to sleep in.
I'll get you some blankets.
Well, listen, Mr. Lehman, I'm willing to work for my keep, you see?
And I'm willing to make you keep working, Cece.
Well, come on, Cece.
Hey, now, you wouldn't happen to know where you walked with all my things, do ya?
No. How about you?
Are you sure you don't know?
Well, he knows where the birds are, Cece. Out the barn and up the roofers. Oh, they's big birds and little birds, and baby birds and mama birds. They's flying all over like the angels.
No, the angels are in heaven and the birds are here in Indiana, bud. There's a whole world of difference.
Rock of ages, cleft for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Let the water and the blood from thy wounded side which flowed be of sin the double cure. Cleanse me from its guilt.
I know why you're singing, Norma Henshaw. You're singing and cleaning the whole dry goods shop from top to bottom on account of that brand new slick-talking preacher.
Luella.
For all we know, he's a smooth-talking con man. We don't know nothing about him.
We know he's a preacher.
What church is he with?
Why, Luella, he's a Christian, of course.
That doesn't mean we can trust him, you know.
I have been praying for this for 10 years in a row. I don't ask the Lord for much. I don't pester him, see? But I have made a few small requests. The Lord knows how this town needs a preacher, Luella.
What kind of a preacher would work in a garage?
Well, we can't afford to be picky.
Be picky!
We have been 10 solid years without singing or saving or baptizing, period. The Lord has answered our prayers, don't you see?
I don't know, Norma.
Don't be so darn doubtful, Luella. So down in the mouth. But just look at Goldie next door. She has been spicking and spanning for days in a row just to let the man know he's welcome.
Why, you fellas are just as welcome can be.
You got any root beer in here, Goldie?
Now, what kind of diner? I run without root beer.
I'm pretty lousy.
Well, it wouldn't be the Dynaway Cafe. I just made some fresh coffee for
You know,
us.
coffee sounds fine.
I expect you've been showing our new friends around town, huh?
Ain't much to see.
Why, there's the dry goods in a diner and a view of the river. Not to mention the place where the church was. You've seen the church, ain't you?
I guess it must have slipped by me, man.
Nothing left of the foundation, Goldie.
Well, before she burned down, it was something I tell you. That church had a steeple so high, it put the treetops to shame. And people, oh, there was people all over it. Those bells got to ringing, and the whole town was full. Did a real good business on Sunday.
You don't say.
Fed more people on Sunday than a whole week together. Those church folks are real big eaters. Oh, you want some pot of that coffee?
No thanks, ma'am. I'm fine.
Oh, apple pie, peach pie, rhubarb, and cherries. Anything you want's on the house.
Well, I'd like a donut.
Plain donuts are penny fares. Ladies are 2 cents.
Plain, thank you.
Well, how about you get him some more root beer?
You're not done with the last one.
There ain't no more down in it.
Now you are gonna throw off your whole constitution. You know that? You drink and drink and drink. You'll make yourself a regular.
Are you regular, Dad?
Hell, I'm fine.
No cussing.
Now, that Goldie's quite a woman.
Well, she's pretty, but she's pushy.
I noticed.
And ain't nothing worse. Damn woman gets pushy.
You're gonna cuss. You can eat this outside first.
Oh, that is an awful good-looking donut.
Now don't you dare bite that donut.
I'm gonna pay for it.
You know the rules just as well as I do. No drinking, no cussing, and you pray before you eat.
keeps it posted on the sign.
Care to pray?
Beg pardon?
Well, it's only right for the guests to say grace over the meals.
Well, ma'am, this ain't exactly a meal.
Well, you're still the guest.
Just give her the grace, huh, Cece?
You give her the grace, Ferris.
I'm no good at praying.
It's your donut?
It's my diner, and I'd like for our guests to say grace.
Ma'am, you don't understand.
You don't pray, he don't eat.
Listen, Cece, I'm really kind of hungry.
Well, I know, but
Just run off a quick one.
Ferris.
Oh, just a donut. Won't take you but a second.
Bow your heads. Shut your eyes, buddy. The pastor showers.
Thanks for the donut.
Oh, amen.
Well, what church are you with?
Oh, Goldie, the man needs to give up on preaching.
Give it up?
Yes, ma'am.
You mean to quit?
I mean to give it up altogether.
Well, in that case, the coffee will cost you a nickel.
Well, it's a good cup of coffee.
Don't worry, I got her.
You about ready to go, Pat?
Well, he ain't going nowhere till his dogs feel better.
Now, what's the matter?
Well, he's itching.
Well, it looks like a touch of the ivy.
He's itching like crazy, Cece.
All the boy needs is a tub of hot water. I've been saying that much for years.
Huh?
Fever weed salts and a hot tub of water.
Well, he ain't itching so bad no more.
You'll be itching all over. You don't soak those feet.
Well, hell, I'm dirt head to toe and I'm fine.
It ain't right not to wash.
Oh, does he smell? Does he stink?
That ain't the point, Ferris.
Half the damn world's are dirt. Roads are dirt. Fields are dirt. Even Hoover's got mud pie for brains.
Don't make fun of Mr. Hoover and my diamond Ferris. Bad mouthing the president's the same thing as cussing. Same exact thing to a T.
Oh, kind of fun, whom are you?
I couldn't care less if Herb Hoover got run over by a truck in his sleep. But he's still the president, and I will not have him badmouthed.
Now, what did I say that was so awful, Goldie?
Oh,
huh?
no, I am not about to repeat it.
Said hell, said damn, was said
You
Hoover.
see there, you see what it leads to.
Oh, Bud can cuss if he wants.
He's just a boy, Ferris.
When I was his age, I cussed all the time.
He's only 14.
And I tell you what else, I am a better man for
Oh,
it.
now you are the most bald-headed man in the world, Ferris Lehman.
Man can't cuss, he can hardly talk.
Well, what would your wife say? The way you raised the boy, Ferris, it ain't right for you.
Sarah ain't here no more, Goldie.
Hey, Dad.
What you need, son?
Well, Dad, it's gonna rain.
Change of the weather would be nice, bud.
But there's clouds up there, Dad. It's gonna rain something awful.
Bud, the sky's awful blue.
It'll rain.
Well, but can't you feel the clouds? It's gonna storm something awful.
Lord knows we could use it.
But there's not a cloud in the sky.
Rain indeed.
Rain, huh?
Well, can't you feel the clouds?
What the boy says.
It's gonna rain.
How do you look when he said it?
Well, he was scratching his feet something awful.
Seemed pretty sure, didn't he?
I come walking up the garage, I says, how you doing, bud? Says it's gonna rain.
Well, the alfalfa's in at least.
Yeah,
But the rutabaga's not near.
not even close.
Figure you boys can get the highlands turned.
It's awful rocky,
I know.
full of rocks.
Get her turned for the rain comes. Give you 80 cents a day.
Damn!
A little rain will be nice, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Hey, B, look at the sky, will you?
Pretty.
There's no clouds for miles.
It'll rain soon enough, dude. The boy knows.
But how you figure that is?
What's that?
I mean, B, you've done your fair share of doctoring.
I'm no doctor's son. Most things will heal alone.
But how you figure the boy knows like he does?
He just feels it.
Feels the weather?
As close as I can figure it, yeah.
It's that drowning you figure. I mean, a fella falls in the water so young like he did,
It doesn't take long underwater to change.
I guess.
He was under the water for a while, you know. He was only 3, maybe 4. He was under the water for some time.
Jesus.
It was his mother that kept him from drowning. She died in the water. It's a strange kind of thing.
It's kind of scary almost. I mean, be the way the boy is now.
Listen, dude. You can't think like that, son. Sometimes things happen, you can't stop them or change them. Nothing better for trying. At The boy can tell us the weather. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah. A place to look awful nice. A little rain on the fields.
Get the highlands turned and seeded, she will.
It's good land on the rise there.
Yeah. The farm's looking fine.
Now, there is nothing so fine as the woods in the summer.
Do you see all the birds?
Yeah, I see him.
Oh, you see that one right there?
Well, that's a bluebird, my friend.
Well, how come he's flying?
We scared him, I guess.
Huh. Hey, bird, come back. Don't hide in them trees.
Bud.
Hey, bird, come back. Now, why are you flying for Buddy?
Buddy.
Buddy's all right.
Bud.
But he gets in the woods, he's not about to sit still.
Well, this old Mac back of mine ain't about to go chasing.
Oh, you're not that old, Mr. Shower.
Well, I've been feeling it lately.
Well, come here. Sit down. Let me rub your back some.
Oh, no thanks, ma'am. I'm fine.
Stop your moaning and groaning and sit yourself down. Come on. It'll do you some good to sit still. Come on. There you go. How's that now? A little better, maybe?
Well, I am dead and in heaven.
You've just been working too hard.
Nah.
Yeah, you have.
Oh,
You're like to work all the time, Mr. Showers.
hell.
What?
Well, a little work never hurt nothing.
You know, I never heard you talk like you've been today.
I use those type of words all the time when I'm thinking.
You thinking swear words?
I think worse things than that.
Is that why you gave up on preaching?
That ain't quite how I'd put it.
Well, don't you believe in the Bible?
Well, I was raised on the Bible, Miss Lehman. You see, my daddy was a preacher, and his daddy and his granddad, and right down the line. A boy comes to be 17 or 18, and there's no questions asked. You hand him a Bible, and you turn him loose on the world, and he'll make his way fine. Be an awful fine preacher, I guess. Be just like his daddy. Now, my daddy, he was a preacher. And he had people up on their feet and out of their seats and singing and stomping, and life was just fine. Matt took to a Bible like he was there just to shout, and he's going to tell everybody the wonder and the miracle and the sweet love of Jesus. And he'd say, now you there, Miss Lehman, don't you just love that sweet Jesus? Don't you love him so much you could cry? Well, sure you do. I said sure you do. Now come up front of the church and tell everybody how you love that sweet story. Bring them all up front and let them all tell the story, because no sin is a great sin, because all men are sinners. Yes, that's all men. Every last man is a sinner. And then there's me. I mean, I'm up front the church, and I'd shout, and they'd amen back to me. And I'd shout, and they'd shout. And then all of a sudden, it's dead quiet. And I mean, they're all waiting there, ready to holler. And I'm just thinking. I forgot I was preaching.
No.
Yeah. Sometimes 2 or 3 minutes at once, Miss Lehman. I'll tell you, I think too much.
Think too much?
Yeah, I'm all the time thinking, and thinking and preaching don't mix too well, man.
Well, yeah, I never read too much Bible, but you surely could fire it up, Mr. Showers.
Well, I'm 30 years old, and I've never done nothing else. Seems like all I'm good for is talking, just running on at the mouth, jawing away.
Well, you talk real nice.
You know what I felt the whole time I was preaching? Nothing.
Mr. Showers.
No, I felt nothing, you see?
Well, you still sound awful nice.
I need to learn to shut up, Jenny May. Well, damn it.
What's the matter?
I just can't shut up. I guess you're just too nice to talk to.
Now don't tease me, Mr. Showers.
Now, Miss Lehman,
You make me feel like an old maid when you call me Miss Lehman.
Well, now you're awful formal yourself, ain't you?
I'm younger than you. I'm supposed to.
Here we are, in this day and age with tractors and light bulbs and singer sewing machines, and you're over here talking like any man older than you's an automatic mister right off the bat.
Now don't go riling me up, Mr. Showers. Girls 16 years old can't call men by first name. At least not in Indiana, they don't.
Well, then let's just pretend it's Kentucky.
Mr. Showers.
Now, say that old beech tree down the way is an old entrance to the mine shaft, and that gully right there is an old coal train.
Mr. Showers.
Well, come on now.
I can't.
Sure you can.
No, I can't.
Well, I don't see why not.
You want me to?
I want you to call me by my name. Did you just feel something?
Yeah. Yeah, I felt something.
Was that a raindrop you figure?
What's that?
Jenny Mae, would you look at the clouds through the break in those trees there?
Oh, my Lord.
We best find your brother before the sky splits wide open.
He's on his way home.
Buddy!
He's not going to stay in the woods if it's storming.
Bud!
Cece, come on. He's not going to... He's scared after death when he's home alone.
Oh, it's raining. Oh, hey, Dad. It's raining. Oh, ain't there nobody here? Ain't there nobody here? Dad, Jenny Mae, it's raining outside. I can't breathe right no more. It's raining. It's raining.
Oh, we never saw such a storm. Like to split the sky wide open.
Buddy?
I tell you it is wild out there.
Bud!
Wind's blowing like crazy.
Buddy, look at you. You must be scared half to death. It's all right. We're here now.
Oh, hey, Bud.
It's all right.
Mama.
It's all right.
Mama.
It's Jenny Mae.
Is he alright?
Oh, it's raining outside.
You're fine, son.
It's raining.
Lord knows how we need this. It's an awful fine rain.
Go to sleep, son.
And the Spirit of God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together.
And the Spirit of God said, let the waters be together.
You see there, the way the ground soaks in the water.
Just relax now.
Go to sleep.
And God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together.
And God said, let the waters be together.
The highlands are all turned and the seeds are all in.
It's bound to be a good season.
Is he asleep now?
Yeah, he's asleep.
Yeah, the farm's looking fine.
Be a real good summer.
And God saw it was good.
And God thought it was good. Aunt Norma,
Darlene,
I thought we already did that one.
that was for light there.
God thought all this stuff was pretty good, huh?
In the beginning, yeah.
Hey. Hey, he ain't sleeping no more. I ain't sleeping no more. He's itching. Hey, Dad. He ain't sleeping no more. His foots are itching awful. Jenny Mae. Cece. Get up. He's itching just awful. Now, calm down now.
Hush now. You're going to wake Daddy.
Well, he itches.
Oh, no, what the hell is all this bellyache, boy?
Can't you hear him? He's itching his head off.
And you're making more noise than half a blowed out Buick. Now settle down, will ya?
Can't you make them all better?
Oh, Bud. We'll be all right. You just get some shut-eye.
Well, he ain't lying down, Dad.
Hey, now you're gonna do like I tell you.
Well, he ain't tired of big.
Now don't back-talk me, boy.
Well, he ain't gonna sleep. You can't make him.
Oh, I'm gonna give you to the count of 10, Bud. You hear me?
But
Oh,
Dad,
I says 1, 2,
Dad,
3,
Jenny
4,
Mae,
Better lay
Five.
well, he ain't tired of big, Jenny Mae. Jenny Mae,
Seven.
Cece,
on,
Cece, make him stop.
Nine.
He ain't
Go
tired.
to
Jenny Mae,
sleep.
quarters of. Okay,
Nine.
okay. He's sleeping. He's sleeping.
Now, you drive a hard bargain, Ferris.
I don't know, CC. Now you know, headstrong when you're dealing with Bud. You ever had you no kids?
No.
Never had you a wife?
Ferris, I'm all I can handle.
Well, what's the matter? Don't like women much?
Ferris, all the women I courted were in church, and you can't sweet talk them one night and preach out of the next.
Well, there's plenty of time, huh? Used to be I didn't know nothing either. I mean, when I went to marry, I didn't know a damn thing. I can tell you now, because I'm older, you see. But back then, I thought I was a genius. Women, horses, or cars, or what have you, I was the first one to tell you what's what. You know how I married her? How I married the wife? I says, I love you, I want you, let's go. I didn't know a damn thing about women, Cece.
Well, were you sure that you loved her?
Was I sure that I loved her?
Well, I mean, being so young,
I was crazy about her. And a day goes by, I don't think about that one. You know, lie to bed in the morning, you think how she was. See the house, see the kids. Can't help but remember. Oh man, I was head over heels in love. Never really came across my mind I could lose her, I guess. You wake up one morning and she ain't there no more. But you still keep on loving, you see. I mean, she made me so happy. She's my darling, my Sarah, and ain't nothing on earth gonna change that. Of course, now being a husband was a damn piece of cake compared to being a daddy full time. I ain't nearly married a year and she gave me a daughter. Truth be told, I'm just getting used to having a wife.
Hey, Dad.
Well, then the boy came along.
He's not gonna sleep, Dad.
Dad, he's itching just awful. His footers and his anklers, he's itching all over.
it could be those salts are the thing the boy needs.
No, you'll soak in his feet. He'll be screaming for days.
Well, we can't just leave the boy go, Ferris.
Look, I know he needs a washing, but there's no way in hell you're going to get him near water.
Well, it's worth a shot, ain't it?
You can try all you like, but you ain't going to change him.
Dad, he's itching just awful.
This hollering here is like a whisper.
Dad, he's still itching.
You quiet down, bud.
Well, it hurts him.
Bud, you just get some shut eye. We'll talk in the morning, all right?
Good night now.
Good night.
Oh, you ain't gonna sleep.
Bud, what say you and me have a walk and talk, pal? Get your mind off your dogs a while.
Well, where you want to walk at, Cece?
Just outside?
You two be careful out there in the dark now.
We will be. Good.
Evening, Pastor Showers.
Darlene?
I can't sleep for nothing when the moon's shining down.
Well, it's warm weather for sleep.
Don't I know it? Mm-mm-mm.
Did you sneak out of the house?
I'm just looking for trouble.
At this time of night?
It's the best time I know to find trouble. I seen the preacher man standing out on the porch. He couldn't be no better looking, Jenny Mae.
Oh, darling.
I'd be up all night long if that man lived in my house. Be walking in the stars so bad I'd bump into walls. I tell you, for a preacher, he sure is good looking.
Yeah, his eyes are sure something. It's like they change colors sometimes when he sees you.
Jesus, there's just something about an older type of man.
Yeah, he's pretty mature.
Not like these boys around here.
Who you courting, Darlene?
Just these boys around here.
Melvin Wilder?
I might be.
Dewey Maples?
I could be.
Darlene.
Why don't you come see?
Oh, I'm awful tired, Darlene.
Well, you don't have to be so darn prissy about it.
I've been up half the night.
I've been up half the night. She just got eyes for the preacher.
Jenny Mae likes the preacher?
Listen, Dewey, she doesn't just like him. She likes him. But don't tell her I told you, okay?
What do you think? Dewey here can't keep it a secret? Think he's gonna blab it all over?
Oh, I'll tell her, Darlene.
Have a drink, Dew?
Ain't you guys never heard of them dry laws?
Darlene, you're talking to a veteran of the Army of the U.S. of A., and I'm telling you, dry laws mean next to nothing. I mean, drink's just a drink, huh? Give her the hooch, Dew.
I'm not touching that hooch.
Oh, what, are you scared of a little drink?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Now, you see how that is, Dew. Girls are tricky business, real tricky business. They got them and let them understand, see? Now, you want to take this girl dancing? You want to take Darlene to dance?
I'm not saying I love her.
Well, that's good.
No, but you gotta let her know what you're thinking.
Hey, Melvin.
We're trying to talk man to man here. You understand?
What you talking about, Melvin?
Well, we're talking on how nice you're looking, Darlene. My pal Dewey here can hardly stand it.
You really think I look nice, Dewey?
Go on, dude. Tell her how it is. Tell you mean business. Hey, Darlene.
Hey, Dewey.
I don't love you or nothing.
Dewey, what are you saying? That's not what he's meaning, Darlene.
Well, what are you meaning?
Well, I was just wondering what you might think about dancing.
I like dancing just fine.
Me too. I don't know how or nothing, but I sure like to watch.
Step us to the dance floor to shame.
Maybe you could teach me a step or two, Dewey?
Hell of a dancer.
Well, my feet are kind of sore. I got planters for it.
That's disgusting.
That ain't the way to a heart.
Well, I can't dance if my feet hurt.
This feel'll be fine before you know it.
My damn dogs are dying. Ferris, will you help me with this piece of shit? Oh my God!
You're okay.
I bought the damn thing to ride for a change, and I ended up walking it all over.
Oh, now settle down, B.
Oh, I'm not selling for nothing. Every time I go to ride the thing, Ferris, the tire goes flat before you know
Oh,
it.
now, B.
Damn fine.
You're gonna upset your system.
Ferris, I have doctored half the cows and kids in this county. I ought to know my own system, and my system is pissed mad at this time.
Well, we'll take a look at her, and we'll see how she does.
See that? You work your tail off to pay for a thing. Just look at it.
Well, the rubber's still good.
Ferris, I tell you, I've had it up to here with these Schwinns.
Spokes are all right.
Yeah, well, if it ain't the spokes, it's the rim.
No, the rim's looking fine. If she ain't holding there, it's either the tube or your valve.
Tubes are pretty costly.
Oh, yeah, but patches are cheap. If she needs any work, I'll get CC right on her.
Good worker, is he?
Oh, he's new yet, you know.
Kind of wet behind the ears,
And
yeah.
there's 2 strikes against him, being born in Kentucky.
I thought he was a Hoosier.
Oh.
Acts like a Hoosier.
Well, I didn't know when I first met him. I'd hand him a wrench, he'd call it pliers. Plus, you know, he's good looking.
That's what my sister tells me.
And if there's one thing I've learned in life, B, it's that good looking guys make damn awful workers. Look, back when Bo was being born, still had the wife, hired a good looking kid for a while. Go to put on the headlight, and he'd comb his hair in a chrome. Wouldn't get dirty, crawl up under the car.
Yeah, those good-looking guys.
They ain't for nothing.
Nope.
Now, Cece, he ain't like that. You give him a grease gun, oh, you think he's in heaven.
I thought those preacher types loved to keep clean.
Well, he does want to wash down the boy.
Preachers are all the time dipping, all the time dunking. Preachers like a duck around water.
Okay, well, he's got another thing coming. He thinks blood will sit still.
He might just do it, Ferris. Wouldn't be so bad, would it? The boy needs a washing. It'll be a hell of a job, though.
Yeah, I know.
But if this preacher guy scores square, then you're lucky to have it. With all the men out of work, you think there'd be more half-decent help than there is. Not that Dewey and Melvin don't work hard, you know.
Oh, but they're lazy.
They're young yet.
I know.
Besides, since the banks took my tractor, I gotta rely on hired help to stay above water.
Oh, come on, now you're full of it.
I like working with workers.
Well, then work me this tire, why don't you?
I never could work that tractor for nothing. It had too many knobs on it, too many levers.
Well, you should have pulled one and, started her up.
Nah, too noisy. Besides, it let big old ruts in my field.
Wait, it never got to your fields.
Never got any gas in it. Only bought the thing because my sister liked the color.
Well, at least it never got dirty.
Yeah, the banks took the tractor back. You asked me, they caused all the trouble.
Nah, I never had use for a bank.
No, tractors. Banks can't hurt nothing. They're folding.
Now, what is wrong with tractors?
Well, for starters, I hate them. To build the damn things, they go ripping the ground up. Worse than coal, they go digging for ore. And to rip out that ore, they go on building machines. So there's more metal digging the ground up than men. Then, those machines get like rabbits and start making babies. Little lawnmower machines, hole digging jobbers, trench makers,
Yeah, well digger.
cow milkers.
It does get kind of crazy.
So a person touches nothing but metal. Metal just don't feel good in my hands. At least the way the earth does.
Yeah, times ain't what they used to.
Just makes me mad. But there's folks out of work and they keep on building machines. See, a person don't work, they can't hold up their head. Look their kids in the eye. You take away a person's work, you take half the person.
Now listen, things are bound to come around, huh?
Yeah.
Now I said you gotta want things to get better, or they only get worse, huh?
Yeah. Maybe good times are coming. Oh, you know, there's this new manure spreader now. It's in all those Farm Bureau news things. Biggest damn machine you could ever dream of. You see, you pull it around, and it craps on your field.
Wait. B, where's the valve cap?
The what?
I need a little cap here, goes on your tire. That's kind of warm, but keep the cap on her. She should hold some air in her.
The cap thing's part of the tire.
Of course it's a part of the tire.
Well, I didn't know. I thought it was just there for looks.
Oh, you took it off.
Can't
huh?
stand a thing that's just for looks.
Well, did you toss it?
No, I didn't toss it. I never toss a damn thing. It's on my shelf in my barn.
Well, take it off the shelf. Put it back on the Schwinn. And heck, maybe you'll stop losing air all the time.
So it ain't just for looks.
B. It's on a Schwinn. It's on there for a reason.
Yeah, Schwinn's a good buy.
Hey, and they don't make them much better. But I wouldn't ride the thing, B. At least not till you get the cap on.
Well, the sun's full up now. It's a nice morning for walking.
Yeah, does look to be a real good day.
The whole lay of the land looks nice in the morning.
Yeah?
Yep.
Now listen, B. You stay on those dogs. And you walk them.
Will do.
Your feet are itching awful.
No, they kind of smell bad, though.
Itching like crazy, CC.
Oh, life's awful tough, ain't it?
Well, he'll feel better. He gets him some jelly beans.
Sorry, these beans ain't for sale. You can shop around the dry goods all you like, honey, but this candy's staying right here.
Oh, well, he's sick, you know, Norma.
What's the matter with you, honey?
His dogs are itching. How about you?
Oh, bud.
We're hoping you might have some healing salts, man.
Best salts in the county. Little fever, little Epsom might help you some. Bad rash is a tough thing to shake.
Well, how about you just giving them jelly beans?
Buddy, those beans ain't for sale. This jar of candy means business.
Them are business beans, Norma.
The fella that guesses how many are in here gets to take the whole jar home. Scot-free.
Not a lucky fella.
You wouldn't care to take a guess for yourself, would you, mister?
Well, yeah. Come on, Cece.
Let me confer with my friend here a moment.
Ain't so easy like it looks. Tell you that much right off. I've been her once before, but Peanuts, Mommy's starting, she says, oh, Aunt Norma, that's silly, she says. I can guess how many in a minute. But I'll tell you, those goobers just sat here on the counter for a whole solid year.
I hear you.
About ready?
I think we are, ma'am.
A whole lot more than she looks. I had those goobers just sit here all year.
Well, we'd say there's about 702.
Come again?
702, ma'am?
Why, you're that new preacher fella, ain't ya?
Want some candy, Cece?
I haven't watched me the whole summer, Pastor. Lord, I am glad that you're here. You should have stopped by the dry goods store and saw me before. There's all kinds of work to be done. There are backsliding sinners all over this town.
Ma'am, I just worked out in the garage is all.
I can see how the Lord is working through you.
Well, ain't you hungry, Cece?
You're gonna heal the boy, ain't you? Gonna stop his affliction. Lord knows it ain't gonna be easy.
What?
Lord knows he could use it.
Hey, he can't hear nothing.
Ma'am, you're just a little mixed up here.
I know just what you're doing. You're healing the boy.
Listen, here's a dime for the candy and
It's on the house.
well, thank you. And here, you can keep the candy. I got work to do, so we'll see you.
But Pastor,
Come on, friend.
Cece.
Come on.
well, if you need any help at all, Pastor, just turn to me.
I know, come on.
I have been praying for this
Come on.
for years and years now. I said all along this is what the boy needs. The beans. These beans are a sign.
That looks like plain old candy to me, Norma.
These beans are a sign if ever there was one. That man's got the spirit clean through him.
But he told me right to my face that he gave up on preaching.
You can't toss off the spirit like you toss off a coat. When the Lord sends a sign, he means business. It's a gift, you see. It is a gift that man has.
Now, Norma.
Don't you now, Norma, me? I have never seen nothing like it.
You best rest yourself, son.
I'm telling you, Goldie, that man is amazing. He'll bring the whole town to the Lord. Rock the babes, clap for me.
find him no angels, see?
You've been looking for angels, bud?
Oh, he's been looking all over and he can't find them nowhere. Huh? You think maybe they's hiding, see?
Well, there's all types of things that you can't lay your eyes on. Now, you see the moon rising, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, where do you figure the moon goes during the daytime, bud?
Well, he don't know, see?
Well, you see, just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there.
Well, you know who lives up there, don't you?
Who?
The Moon Man.
Oh, does he now?
Sure, he's up there eating green cheese.
Kind of hungry now, is he?
Oh, yeah. What you got in that soup?
Well, mainly just salts.
Oh, can he taste it?
I want to taste this stuff, bud.
But you're sure more than welcome to touch it.
Oh, well, you ain't gonna make him.
No?
He don't want to touch nothing.
Well, I'll tell you, my friend, I never seen nothing like it. What we're on to right here is amazing.
Don't make him get wet.
Now, this stuff ain't just run-of-the-mill here, Pat.
He ain't gonna go in no water, see?
This stuff ain't just water.
He can't breathe if you wash him.
Bud, just calm down.
Gonna scream, he's gonna
Now,
holler.
hold the boat, bud. Ain't water usually cold?
He can't breathe in the water.
No, I asked you a question. Now, answer me, buddy. Ain't water usually cold? I always thought that water was freezing, so answer me. Ain't water cold?
Yeah?
Well, I know for a fact that this sure ain't near cold. It ain't cold because it's warm, buddy. This stuff ain't just water.
Just look at me, all right? Look.
Well, I'll tell you, my friend, I'm absolutely astounded by what's in this bucket.
What is it?
What we're on to right here is called itch juice. Itch juice, in a manner of speaking.
Well, what's it doing to him, CC?
Well, the wonderful thing about itch juice is that it takes all the itching right out of your feet.
Well, will it hurt him, Jenny Mae?
Folks say this stuff will make you feel better.
It sure does. I know a fellow way back in Hazard, in fact. Had him a horrible case of the rash, scratching and itching like to drive himself crazy. Till the day he stumbled across this itch juice.
It ain't gonna hurt him.
But there's nothing on earth that's gonna hurt you.
It kinda gives him the willies all over, Jenny Mae. Well, I got him the willies something awful, CC.
Now, come on, bud.
Bud, I'd say Mr. Showers knows just what he's doing.
Well, he ain't feeling so sure he can breathe right no more. Well, he ain't gonna touch it.
No, now hold the boat, bud. What say you and me make a deal here?
Word of honor, CC.
Word on. Now, there's nothing like singing to put a good man at ease. Let you forget anything that might be at you. Calms your insides right down.
You want him to sing, CC?
And by the time you're done, you'll have all the itching right out of your feet.
Just relax now, all right? Will you take your shoes off for me?
Okay.
That's right. Nothing's gonna hurt you.
You are his sunshine, his only sunshine. You make him happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much he loves you. Please don't take his sunshine away. The other night, dear, as he dreamt he held you in his arms. But when he woke, dear, he was mistaken. So he hung his head and cried. You are his sunshine, his only sunshine. You make him happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much he loves you. Please don't take his sunshine away.
You are my sunshine.
huh? Ain't you so pretty? Huh. Well, you're the color of the sky. Yes, you are. Huh. You want to be up there now, don't you? In the sun and in the wind. Well, hold still now. Hold still. He ain't gonna hurt you. You're too little to fly. You're all right.
Is he all right?
Well, look at him. See, he's little.
Well, it's an awful pretty bird.
See all his feathers?
Those are blue.
Blue?
Like the bird, like the sky, that's all blue.
Boy. Huh. You want to lift him up, Cece? Take him back up to his mama?
Well, careful now, pal. You all right?
Well, yeah. How about you?
Oh, you're just getting awful heavy. Now, watch yourself up there. You got it?
Huh. What color's that, Cece?
Well, that's green, bud.
Green. Trees is green. The grass is green and the weeds is green. And birds are blue.
Now, you are just awful smart first thing in the morning, aren't you?
I like to be up there with them. His arms turn to wings, and his wings turn to feathers.
Well, now, how'd you get down, bud?
Well, he just fly down, Cece.
Well, now, if you're going to be barnstorming, you might as well get your wings out.
Like a bird?
Like a bird.
Well, is he flying?
Well, close your eyes now.
Is he flying?
If you're willing to fly, pal, I'm willing to witness.
Let's go higher.
Higher?
Way up to the sky. Clear up to the sky.
Higher?
Higher.
Now, how's the earth there, bud?
Blue.
Well, and where's Buddy Playman?
He's flying.
Flying?
Flying clear up to the sky. Way up to the sky.
Well, what about Mr. Lindbergh? Any word from Mr. Lindbergh?
Mr. Who?
Mr. Lindbergh.
There ain't nobody flying but the birds.
Well, where's Buddy Layman?
Who's Buddy Layman?
Now, he's a good boy.
He is?
He's a smart boy. I know him.
Well, have you seen Mr. Cece?
Mr. Who?
Mr.
Well,
Cece.
now, who's Mr. Cece?
Well, he's a bird.
A bird, right? You mean.
Hey, Cece. You flying?
Keep your eyes closed.
You're flying.
You want to go higher?
Well, he wants to go where you go, Cece.
Well, I'm sitting right here next to you.
You like it up here?
I like it real fine, bud.
You like the wind?
Feels nice.
Feels soft.
It's a nice sort of feeling.
His mama's soft like the wind. Her voice is soft when he's sleeping.
Well, that's a dream, my friend.
Well, is Angel's a dream?
Buddy.
How come we can't find
Your
her?
mama's been gone a long time now, bud.
He wants her so bad.
Well, I know, but
If his arms turn to wings and his wings turn to feathers, he could find her in the sky, maybe, Cece. If he was flying, he could be with his mama.
Buddy, listen to
They
me.
fly in the sky, in the sun, in the wind. He could be with his mama,
no,
Cece.
your mama's not here anymore.
Well, he has to find
No,
her.
you have to remember. She's left you a sister and a father, and there are friends here for Buddy who need him and want him and love him. And he isn't a bird. He's a boy. You're a boy, you're a brother, and you're a friend.
And you like him?
I like him a lot.
Well, that's something, huh?
You know it is.
Hey, Cece, you know what?
What?
You're a good guy.
I am, huh? Well, you too.
He is.
Well, sure you are, bud.
Oh, you know what else he is, Cece? Well, he's itching.
Oh, you're still itching?
Well, right there, Cece. He's itching right there.
Well, the skin looks a little red yet, but...
Well, he don't want no more itch juice.
No, I know, but if you keep scratching, it's never gonna get better.
Well, it itches.
I know, but how about this? Anytime your legs start to get at you, just think, I'm gonna save this scratch for another time.
When is another time?
After you're better.
Well, is he better now?
No,
Not yet.
not quite, bud.
After a while.
After a while.
You're looking better.
For the right foot, the left foot. It's a long step and a short step.
Long step. been a short stint. Now you're not looking bad, but you can't be tiptoe dancing with a girl like Darlene. Girl has man to be leading.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll spin her around, huh? Like a little razzmatazz.
You go tiptoeing around with her and you're nowhere, you see. Dancing is serious business.
You know, well, I don't want to be fancy dancing and get her in trouble.
No, Dewey.
You know what I mean?
Dewey, you've been hanging around the dry goods again?
Yeah, I guess.
What's Norma Head Shop been telling you?
Nothing much.
Oh, come on, Dewey.
It says dance is a sin. What? She says it's a sin.
No.
Darlene dance says it's right in the Bible. Plain as the day is long. Dancing is sin. S-I-N sin.
Dancing's just dancing. Don't got nothing to do with the Bible.
I'm on a one-way road to you-know-where.
Look, you want to know about the Bible, you go out the garage, talk with the preacher. You want to know about dancing, drinking, girls, you stay right here and ask me.
Yeah?
Dewey, you name it, I know it. There ain't much I ain't seen.
Oh, well, I'll be.
Dewey, I've been around. Here, you do you, and I'll be Darlene. Put your arms around me. Dewey, what you knock it out? I'm trying to teach you.
Sorry.
All right. Now, the first rule of dancing is girls are flesh and blood.
Yeah, I got that much down pretty good.
So you want to bring them close to you, and you don't want to be stepping on their feet.
Oh, sorry.
All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Like this?
1,
This?
2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
I'm not going to say you boys are dolling around, or goof offs, or do nothings. And I'm not going to point out that mound of hay over there that someone, some poor old farmer, spent half her day stacking. And if that hay ain't hauled on to the flatbed and inside the barn in an hour, I am more than like to go out and buy me a damn tractor.
You know, if he ever fires us, dude, we're going to have to find us some jobs.
I can't hardly breathe around here without getting in trouble. Can't romance, can't dance, no, I can't even work right.
Don't let him near me.
Don't let it get to you, dude.
Don't be so prissy, darling.
I don't need to get in no trouble.
I'm not about to let him touch me.
Well, how come?
Because I don't like worms. That's how come.
Just put him in the can, buddy, all right?
Well, he is.
It was me. I made that preacher dig him himself.
Well, I don't mind.
Whoever heard of a man asking you out on a date and then making you do all the work?
Now, Mr. Showers isn't asking me nowhere, darling. Just said it might be nice to go fishing.
Same thing, Jenny Mae.
Oh, hey, Darlene.
Jenny Mae, stop! You better stop!
Just
stop!
put him in the can.
All right, buddy, just keep digging and mind your own business, all right?
It wouldn't bother me so much, see, but they used to be able to walk. Worms and snakes both, they could talk too.
Oh, come on.
It's true, Jenny Mae. Don't you guys read the Bible?
No. How about you?
Yeah, I gotta learn the whole thing. Say I'm sitting there at dinner and I want seconds on dessert. Aunt Norma says, "Give me a burst first, Darlene." If I didn't know the Bible, I would starve to death.
Yeah, your aunt's awful strict.
But I've been learning who Adam and Eve are. You heard of them, ain't you?
No.
The first people.
And they're living in this great big old garden in Europe. And the thing about Eve is, she's walking around picking berries and junk with no clothes on.
She was naked?
Listen, Jenny Mae, they were like doing it all the time.
They were doing it?
All the time, Jenny Mae.
Well, what were they doing?
Nothing.
All the time, Jenny Mae. That sort of stuff happens in Europe. But like I'm saying, the snake comes strolling up, see? And he tells her how she's sitting there, Jaybird, stark naked!
She's naked? Huh.
That's crazy, Darlene.
Oh, there's lots of crazier stuff in the Bible. Like there's people turned into stone. One minute they're just sitting there shooting the breeze, and the next thing you know, they're all rocks. Lots of weird stuff.
Well, how come these rocks?
Because they ask too many dumb questions.
Darlene.
Anyways, this whole business of being naked really sets God off as a snake, see? And with Eve being so dumb, she didn't get into any trouble. But now it's like a whole nother ball game. God wasn't just mad at this one snake. He was mad at all the snakes and all the worms in the world. So he says, from now on, you guys are going to crawl around in the dirt. From now on, nobody will like you.
God really said that?
Right in the Bible. Later on, he gets really mad and floods the whole world out.
You mean he kills them?
With water?
Floods them right under.
Underwater?
He makes it keep raining, see?
When God makes it rain, he can't breathe in the water.
Buddy, it's only a story.
Oh, so sad.
How come God's mad? He ain't done nothing wrong.
But
Dad,
it's only...
God's making it rain. CC is making it rain.
What's the matter?
Ow.
Why'd you scare him so bad?
Well, it's in the Bible, so it's true.
Ain't nobody gonna be breathing no more. Come on, we gotta hide.
Now calm down.
No, we gotta hide.
I said calm down and hold still a minute, bud. Catch your breath, son.
Nothing's gonna hurt you.
Oh, God is.
Oh, bud. If God ain't strike down the likes of Herbert Hoover by now, it's automatic you're in the clear.
He is.
Here. I wouldn't worry yourself.
Right.
You alright?
You think so?
Well, you just need to breathe real easy, okay? There you go. That a boy.
Sweet Jesus in heaven.
You just need to calm down a little, okay?
I knew you could do it. I told the whole town so.
Beg pardon?
I knew you'd bring that boy to the Lord. I told the Browns and the Bennetts, the Jones and the Seymours. They all know how the Lord is working through you.
Miss Henshaw.
Folks come in for miles just to look at this jar. We could set to revive him in no time at all. For a real good service.
Now, would you hold the boat, man?
There'll be singing and saving.
Would you listen a
Read
second?
and reviving, you can witness all over the county.
There is nothing to witness.
You don't have to be humble. You can quit here at the garage and take up your Bible. Do what the Lord wants, full time.
I don't want to change. I like what I'm doing, you see?
What a fellowship.
I've spent my whole life doing what the Lord wants. I'm doing me for me now, you see?
Hey, Cece.
Miss Henshaw!
What's the matter?
God damn her!
Are you feeling okay?
Leave me alone, bud.
Well, maybe you feel better you eat something.
I said leave me alone.
Well, what's the matter, Cece?
Just wait till you hear.
Well, did he do something
That
wrong?
man is amazing.
Hey, Cece.
When you hear what happened not half an hour ago, you'll say it's just like I told you all summer.
And just as I tell her myself, well, let me get y'all some coffee. Just half a cup, Goldie. Too much will give me the skitters.
After what she's just been through,
I can tell her myself.
she fell right off her bike in the road.
No. I was maybe halfway decided when it started to rain, see? So I says to myself as I'm coming along, I says, well, the thing to do here is use your umbrella. But to hold the thing up and ride the bike all at once, I just steer with just the left hand, see?
Well, no wonder you fell.
Right down in the road.
And when I go to get up, I can't move.
She can't move.
I give a shake to my left, a wiggle to my right. I turn her backwards and forwards, and I won't budge an inch.
Now this is the part that's amazing.
There I am, on my rump in the road, and I've just about given up hope.
The part where she meets him.
Meets who?
You know?
I don't know. I look up through the rain, Goldie, and who do you think I see coming? The little preacher!
Ain't it amazing, Goldie? Ain't it just like I told you?
Stay.
You go on, Luella.
So he says to me in this minute, he says, get up off the road. You're just fine. So I said, I'm not fine. I fell off my blame bike. I can't budge, I says. If you want to help me, you go get my sister.
You must have heard something awful.
But the longer I'm talking, the more I see the preacher staring, till I see he's staring right in my eyes.
Right in her eyes, Goldie.
And it was the funniest sort of feeling, I'll tell you. Like when he was looking in my eyes, he was looking and seeing clean through me.
Looking clean through her, Goldie.
Did he touch you? He says, Miss Bennett, I'm going to hold my hand out here, and I want you to take it. Just grab hold and we'll boost you right up. And his voice was real quiet, and his eyes were real
before. But that's gonna change. With him laying on hands and healing folks, ladies, he knows the Lord's with him. We can build us a new church in no time at all. The Lord has brought him to town for a reason.
Well, Norma, you surely can witness. Oh, a church back in town would be darn good for business.
Be good for us all, don't you think?
I think the sky's gonna clear.
Beg pardon?
I says the sky's clearing up some. The sun's poking through.
You see there? You see, that is a good sign if ever there was one.
Sky looks awful nice after a good summer rain. Oh, it's a nice town.
When you think of how long we've been without a preacher.
How long?
Well, this long at least.
Oh, Cece.
Well, maybe this long, but I'll tell you, Jenny Mae, that fish was a fighter. By the time we got him reeled up to shore and netted all right, he'd like to bruise up a good dozen men.
Well, little sunfish and bluegills about all you can find around here. In Fish Bottom, you might find a carp.
Well, it sure looks awful pretty.
Yeah, it's a nice spot for fishing.
Now, would you look at this, Jenny Mae? I just touched bottom right here. Must get 10 to 12 feet, a couple yards out.
Yeah, it gets awful deep towards the middle. A lot of boys like to come out here and swim.
Well, now, if boys in Indiana are halfway like the boys in Kentucky, I wouldn't imagine they care too much about swimsuits, now do they?
Yeah, they're the same then.
I figured they might be. Well, when it comes to swimming, I'm lucky to float. Do a little dog paddle, all that's about it.
Yeah, I stick to wading myself.
I'd be happy just dangling my feet in the water. It's been a while, I tell you. Too long, I figure.
Well, I thought you fished all the time, Mr. Showers.
Well, I used to when I was a kid anyway, but when I had my church, I was so full of worry, I never found time to do nothing.
What'd you worry about?
Everything.
Oh?
You name it, I worried over it. Like, I'd see a family loading up to go down to California, and they'd say, "Pastor, we ain't got no room for the dog." And I'd worry a while, and then I'd take the dog. Must have had a good couple dozen old hounds at once. Good dogs, though. I used to like to line them up in the front room and practice my preaching on them. Dogs kind of like being talked at.
Well, you talk real nice.
Well, I talk too damn much, Jenny Mae.
Well, it's not your fault, Cece. It's the river. My mama used to say that the people sit by the water, they can't help but be talking. The river's kind of magic like that.
Well, your mama was right.
Yeah, I don't think she liked any place so much as the river. Used to be down here every other day through summer, and come fall. But you never been here in the fall, but when the leaves start to change and then the air's getting cooler and
Won't be too long now.
well, and as long as you're here, you might as well stay on through winter. Everything's nice in the spring.
Sounds like I might have to stay.
Well, unless you're missing Kentucky.
Oh, no. I tell you what I do miss, though, is them dogs.
What'd you do with them all?
Well, when I left, I gave them to all my kids.
You have kids in Kentucky?
Oh, yeah. Must have had a good couple dozen just spread clear across the county.
Couple dozen.
Now, don't get so darn riled, Jenny Mae. They were church kids.
Well, I ought to use you for bait, CC Showers, but I would be so mean to the fish.
Now, you know what those bubbles are on the water there, don't you?
Well, that's air, I imagine.
Those bubbles right there?
Yeah.
All those millions and trillions of bubbles?
What?
Fish farts.
Fish farts?
Jenny Mae, there must be more fish in this river and stars in the sky, and we ain't had a nibble worth of notice.
Well, you'll never get a bite with no worm on your hook. Let me put one on for you.
No, then...
I don't mind.
No, then I'd end up having to take a fish off the hook, and don't tell me you do that for me, too.
All right, I won't tell you.
But you would, huh?
If you want.
Well, I'm happy just sitting by the river.
All right.
You know, Jenny Mae, you're awful nice.
No?
Yeah, you are, and I've been meaning to tell you.
You have?
Yeah, I sure have, Jenny May. You're awful nice, and you're also real young.
Well, I am 16.
Well, I know that's awful young, don't you think?
Well, I don't feel real young.
Well, you are, Jenny May. Let me tell you, you don't even know.
Well, my mama was 17 when she got married.
Got married?
Yeah.
Listen, Jenny May, I think we best get back to the house
But
now.
we just got here.
Well, I know, but it's gonna be dark before long,
Are
and...
you tired or something?
Oh, Miss Lehman, I'm worn to a T.
Will you want your back rubbed?
No. No. Now, here, let me help you.
Have you ever heard of Adam and Eve?
Well, I've run into that story before, yeah?
You have?
Yeah, it's a good one, all right, but I'm kind of more partial to what comes before. I kind of like all the life that this story starts out with.
Ain't there nobody? Ain't there nobody not sleeping? Hey, Cece, you sleeping? How about you maybe want to get up? Hey, Cece, you here?
Oh, I'm here, pal.
You sleeping?
No?
You awake?
No.
You been sleeping?
Well, I've been trying, pal.
So's Buddy. Buddy's itching like nuts. How about you?
But there has got to be a cure to all this itching, and I'll be a happier man when we find her.
How about you want to rub some goop on him?
But what you got here?
Well, he ain't so sure.
But this is wild fruit cream oil. You got your daddy's hair cream, pal.
Well, he itches.
Well, this stuff ain't gonna help any.
Well, it smells good.
You think maybe I dab a little on you, you'll get back to sleep?
Just rub a little on his backbones.
Your back's itching?
On his backbones, his elbows. He's itching like he can't sleep for nothing, Cece.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Oh. Hey, Cece, you got one of these? You got a belly buttoner?
Well, the last time I checked, I did.
Well, what's it for?
Well, as far as I know, you're born with it, pal. It's a part of the package.
Like when he's a baby? A baby's got belly buttoners?
Babies are born with all types of amazing things.
Well, where's babies come from?
Well, babies come from their mamas.
How come?
Because mamas like having babies, I guess.
Hey, Cece,
Yeah?
how come she's with Jesus?
Because your mom was in heaven, bud.
How come he won't give her back?
That's just not how it works, is all.
Did he do something
Well,
wrong?
I wouldn't worry yourself any.
How come?
Because we got enough to worry about with you losing sleep all the time. Now, what do we say we get your daddy's hair cream back where it belongs and get you back into bed?
Well, I ain't feeling so tired, Cece.
Well, I know, but it's nearly sunrise. You see these there? We're not far from morning.
Well, time for breakfast.
No, time for bed, my friend. Time for sleep.
You're yawning there, Ferris. I was wide awake for the suns in the sky. My first thought was, today's the day. I said to Luella, I said, sister, I'm gonna pick up the swing.
Now, how's she doing?
Oh, I don't know. She's pretty beat up, I guess.
No, your sister. I mean your sister.
Oh, she's fine, just fine. How's the boy doing, Ferris? Oh,
He's about the same, I guess.
not still itching, is he? I better look him over again. You know, I was out along the river trying to doctor the Simpson boy last week, and they had him laid up to bed, taking pills left and right.
Now, what's the boy got? Flu?
No, he's lovesick.
Aw.
Turns out I walked all the way out there to have the boy cry on my shoulder and tell me about how his dog died. Boy loses a dog, it does that sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I felt the same way when I wrecked my first car.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll get over it.
He gets back to the fields and starts bringing in crops. He won't have time to be breathing.
Now, a little hard work will take care of most things, I imagine.
How'd you fix my tire, Ferris?
I just worked the spokes.
Was the rim all right?
Rim's looking fine. In fact, CC's pounding her out right now.
Damn thing's always had a wobble to it.
Oh, it wasn't bad, though.
Now, Ferris, I know I'm getting old-fashioned, but with all these cars on the road, they're so fast and so noisy, I ought to wish them all away and be done with. Good for nothing but scaring cattle and kicking up dust, you ask me. But a bike. A bike's a whole nother story. A person gets on their Schwinn, no questions asked. And where they want, they just pedal and they're there.
You helped fix her up, Dad.
Bud was in charge of the horses.
What?
In charge of holding his horses.
Tough job, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna ride this thing, B?
Now you hold your horses, I will. Looks real nice, fellas.
Now she's ready to go, B. She's still got a few miles left in her.
It's a damn wonder she's not more beat up than she is, huh?
Well, the paint's a little scratchy, but
No, my sister, Luella.
yeah, she took quite a tumble.
Says you helped her out, son.
Well, she was just a little shook is all me.
Says you gave her a hand.
Well, I just helped her up.
Well, damn it, can I thank you or not?
See, for a good-looking fella, he's all right, huh?
Oh, won't you look at that boy? He can't keep clean for nothing. He's got grease on his belly, on his backbones. He's got grease all over him.
Feels good to the skin, huh?
Well, don't wipe the grease off.
Now
him.
hold still. Now let me get another look at you, boy.
How come?
Because you're so pretty.
Well, he is.
Yeah, sure. Runs in the family.
Of course, your dad's an exception, though.
Oh, hey, you!
Well, doodlebugs are pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Jenny Mae's pretty too.
Well, she sure is.
Ferris, you ain't touched this boy, have you?
Kind of hoping it'll clear with the season.
I don't blame you for hoping. But that ain't gonna cure him. Ferris has spread something awful on his neck and his scalp. In a week or so, it'll spread to his eyes. Now, I told you to wash him.
I know, B.
Oh, don't make him get wet.
If you don't keep him clean, it'll spread to his system.
He ain't gonna go in no water.
Bud is the only cure for ringworm I know.
He says he ain't gonna go in no water.
Go now, Bud!
You fellas are messing with these salts and skin lotions, and it ain't gonna cure a damn thing. You can't cure him by putting things on him. It's under the skin, don't you see?
Now, hold on. I can't see what you're talking.
I'm talking the same damn thing I've told Ferris all summer. Warm water and lotions open the pores up. Once they're open, the ringworm will head for high ground. But cold water draws the skin tight, don't you see? A ringworm can't breathe, you don't bite. You don't bite, you don't itch. I'm not saying it's easy the way the boy is, Ferris, but if you keep him clean, he'll be fine.
Well, damn it, Cece, I can't take the boy screaming.
Why didn't you say something, Ferris?
No, you have to think how I feel when the boy's around water.
You know how to help the boy, and you don't bother to tell
Just
me?
gets to screaming, crying, and takes off my mind, don't you see?
I've been the whole summer here, Ferris.
Oh, hey, you're not the boy's father, not family. You just work here is all.
You just leave the boy go.
I'm tired of you telling me what to do all the time.
Well, I'm tired of doing it all, Ferris.
Don't you understand? Boy's mother died in the water. My wife in the water. I was there.
I don't care about your wife, Ferris. I care about the boy.
Well, I don't need you to push me.
Well, I'm gonna push you, Ferris.
Oh, you can get the hell on down the damn road. Got along just fine before you. We get along just fine without you. You hear me?
I hear you.
Well, I'm sorry.
I am too, Ferris.
Well, damn it. I'm sorry. I lose my damn temper too easy.
I know the feeling.
Sometimes man says things you don't think what he's saying.
Sometimes a man's a little too pushy.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just pushy by nature.
If you ladies are done, I'll take my bite.
I got her. There you go. Listen, B. I thank you.
I'm no doctor, son, but I know what I know. And my advice is to try and relax. If I argued like you boys, I'd give myself the damn heart failure.
Take her easy there, B. Here, let me help you out.
Oh, thank you.
Now, tell your sister to be careful now.
Will do. She is not smart.
How are we gonna go about this thing?
Well, we've got him in warm, we've got to get him in cold.
We can't tie the boy up.
No,
He's awful tough to hold down.
yeah.
wrapped up in knots, bud?
Well, he was trying to tie him.
Since when did you start wanting shoes on your feet?
Well, Cece says he's supposed to keep his dogs now.
Why's that?
Well, because his dog's got a ringworm. Plus, he's got her all over the rest of him. You want to see?
No. Now hold still a second.
Huh. Hurry up, Jenny Mae. It's gonna rain.
Strange day, ain't it? The sky's changing, Ferris.
Well, how come, Jenny Mae?
Now there is the wind rising awful fast.
How come you're rolling his pants up?
Settle down, bud.
Why ain't you putting his boots back on?
We'll get your shoes back on in a minute or two.
Hey! Hey! What you guys doing? What you got in that bucket?
We're gonna try and fix you up, pal.
He says what's in the bucket, Cece. Can't you hear him? Huh? Hey! Hey, there's water in there. Dad!
Mama.
Dad!
Oh, you're gonna be fine, son.
What you guys doing? Well, don't make him get
We're
wet.
gonna have to sooner or later, buddy.
Cece, he don't use his pal.
Come on.
Leave him go.
You're all right.
Leave him go with Dad. He can't breathe in the water.
Buddy, calm down.
Jenny Mae, make him stop. There ain't no air in the water.
Buddy, it's not gonna hurt you.
His mama's in the water. His mama. Leave him go. He can't breathe. Leave go of him.
Buddy.
Buddy, wait.
Buddy.
He'll be back soon.
Bud.
There's a storm blowing in.
Buddy.
Daddy, did you hear me? There's a storm blowing in. He'll be home before long.
He's in the woods, I guess.
Over those trees there.
Get home.
I never saw clouds like that.
It's gonna rain soon.
It's gonna rain awful hard, dear.
Look at that sky.
You'll have to wait out the storm to get home.
Awful dark clouds.
I never saw the sky so full before.
It's been a good summer for rain.
Yeah, nice summer.
Are the windows closed?
Are the tools in?
I think so.
Yeah, they're in.
It's gonna storm most of the night, I'm afraid.
Woo, would you listen to that wind?
It's the season for storms.
I can't sleep when it's storming. We best get inside before the sky splits wide open.
You'll be alright.
I haven't seen the sky like this in years and years.
I never heard the wind so loud before.
Lightning and thunder.
Coming soon, don't you think?
You'll be fine in the house.
We best get inside, boys. Be ready time now.
Mama. Mama, the hair's all turning to water. Oh, the hair's turning to water. Oh, he can't breathe right no more. Mama,
Buddy.
Mama.
Buddy, it's alright.
Oh, he can't breathe.
You're alright now, buddy.
No, we can't find her.
Buddy.
Can't find her nowhere.
Listen to me.
Mama,
Listen.
the hair's all turning to water.
Buddy, hold still and listen.
Oh, leave him go.
It's the rain, not the water.
Leave go of him.
No, you're gonna understand, buddy. We're gonna figure this out if we have to stay here all night.
He can't breathe.
You can breathe.
Leave him go. Leave him go. We can't find her
For a
nowhere.
guy who can't breathe, you're pretty strong now. Hold still and
We
listen.
can't find her,
You're
Cece.
not underwater.
Mama.
You're not in the water.
Mama.
Can't you understand? You can breathe.
He has to find
No,
her.
what do I have to do to you, damn it? You are not gonna find your mama here, buddy. She is dead. Buddy, don't you see, buddy? She's
It
gone.
ain't his fault, Cece. Leave him go.
No.
Leave go of him.
No.
It ain't his fault how the water took his mama. It ain't.
It's not your fault, buddy.
It ain't his fault.
It's not your fault.
It ain't Buddy's fault. It ain't Buddy's fault. It ain't.
Buddy, it's nobody's fault.
It ain't.
No.
Well, God took her.
That is not your fault.
God's
buddy.
mad.
He's not mad.
He's making it rain.
Buddy.
God's mad at him, Cece.
It rains because it's water.
It's storm.
Because it's water. It rains so that the plants can grow, buddy. It rains so that the birds have something to drink. It rains because it's water, buddy. That's all that water does.
It does.
Yes, that is all it does. Now breathe.
No.
You've been breathing all along, pal. You might as well face the fact and get her over with.
No, he ain't gonna.
Buddy, you're breathing right now.
He ain't gonna breathe, Cece. You can't make him.
Are you ready?
What are you gonna do to him, Cece?
We're gonna breathe.
But he can't breathe. Cece, but it's raining. He can't breathe in the rain. Cece, please.
Now we're getting somewhere. It feels pretty good, don't it, bud? Buddy, listen to me. It is best to let out the old and bring in some new, pal. Come here. Buddy. Now what did you just do there?
Well, he breathed. Can't you see him?
Now let's try her once more. You ready? 1, 2, 3, breathe. You're doing great, pal.
Yes.
Yeah, doing fine. Now, the wonderful thing about breathing is that you can't help but do it all the time, bud.
He can't?
Even when you're sleeping, you're pretty busy breathing.
When he's sleeping?
All the time, bud. Even in the rain.
Oh no, sirree, see.
Buddy,
What?
it's raining.
It's raining?
It's letting up some, but it's still raining.
But then he can't breathe.
You can breathe, you are breathing, and you will keep breathing.
In a rain? He's gonna breathe in a rain.
Buddy, if there's anything that you are, it is an A#1 breather. Word of honor.
Word of honor?
Look, word of honor.
Oh, hey, Cece. He ain't itching so bad no more.
Well, you know why, don't you?
Because he's breathing?
Buddy!
Well, I have a sneaking suspicion it's not just because you're breathing, but because you've been breathing while rolling around in all this rain, bud.
Buddy!
No. Oh, over here, Jenny Mae. Him and Cece are breathing.
I've been looking for you half the night, little brother.
He can breathe in the water, Jenny Mae. How about you?
Are you sure he's all right?
Looks fine to me.
That would scare me to death, you two.
Jenny Mae.
Oh. You two gonna sweet talk a while? Wanting to maybe go itch somewhere else?
Buddy Layman!
Well, he itches. His armpiters, his backbones, except his dogs ain't itching.
Well, that's because your dogs are in a puddle of water, my friend.
Buddy, what are you doing?
Well, he's putting some of this puddle in his pitters. It makes him feel good.
You best fetch your daddy and tell him we'll be down at the river.
Right now?
Go on, we'll be fine.
Well, can't you wait for a CC? It won't take you long.
Go on and stop looking so worried.
Well, you two be careful now.
Well, he is.
Come on, bud.
Well, where's he going, Cece?
We're gonna go make you better, pal.
Why, Cece, ain't you gonna carry him?
But my back's awful worn out.
I am worn through and through with your stories, Darlene. I know you two been off dancing all night. I got eyes. I can see what you're up to.
Well, Miss Henshaw.
Not a word out of you, Dewey Maples. You've got no room to talk after taking my little girl where you've been.
But it was beautiful, Aunt Norma. There were decorations and posters and those little toilet paper flower things.
Yeah, and the band that played songs like they're right off the radio.
It weren't nothing sinful at all.
Dancing is as sinful could be. I thought I could trust you, Darlene.
I'm sorry, Aunt Norma.
You kids are gonna be sorry when you have a talk with the preacher.
Well, Miss Henshaw.
Miss Henshaw, come on.
Miss Henshaw, have you guys seen my dad?
We're marching straight out the garage to have a talk with the preacher.
Well, Mr. Showers is down to the river.
The river?
If you guys see my dad, tell him Cece's with Buddy and they're both to the river.
Well, bless me, sweet Jesus. You found that man, Dewey. You find Fierce Layman if it takes you all morning. You tell him this boy's found the Lord. You hear me?
I'll fetch him.
Go on, we're gonna move on.
Guess I
And as for you, darling, sneaking out of the house and carousing all night, I have never been so ashamed in my life.
I didn't mean to make any trouble.
I want you to make a beeline for home and get out of that dress. I can't bring you to a baptize and wearing something you look like you were born in and been growing into ever since.
Are you serious?
Well, you're getting awful heavy.
You think he's a fatso?
I think you're just growing is all.
Like a weed?
To say the least.
Well, you ain't gonna stick him in the river water, are you?
You still itching, bud?
Well, he ain't so sure.
No, now just look at it for a second. Come on, bud, it's not gonna hurt you.
Kind of gives him the willies all over, CC.
No, just put a little in your hand. Here. There you go. That boy.
Just like the rain.
It's just water. You see how it falls?
Like the rain.
Only there's a little bit more of it.
Yeah.
Now, let's say we get this shirt of yours off, pal.
Well, he ain't so hot with his butt.
Now stop scratching in a second, and I'll help you.
Want him to get naked, CC?
I'd imagine your shirt's close enough, bud. The river's awful pretty this morning, ain't it?
Well, what color's that, CC? Is that green?
Well, there's all types of colors in the water. You see the trees up above? See how the leaves are changing?
How come?
Well, because that's what leaves do in the fall.
You getting naked?
Just dipping my feet in, bud.
Oh, your dog's itch?
No, but a little water will do me good, I imagine.
You sure that's like the rain?
Just about. Oh, wow, it's a little colder than I expected.
Are you okay?
Now, you just watch how I'm waiting, okay? You want to splash some on you? Get used to it, son?
Oh, well, he's like to go maybe find him some breakfast.
No. Now you just come stick your dogs in for starters, and if it's too cold, we'll hold off a while.
Just his dogs, though?
Just your dogs for starters. Come on.
Oh, CC, it's freezing.
Move them around some.
Oh, it's awful cold.
It's awful nice.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Keep moving. There you go, that a boy.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, pal. Feeling dandy.
You gonna wash them all off some?
You warming up some?
Well, he's trying.
Well, all right.
Oh, go easy on him, CC, easy.
Is that better?
Hey, CC, he's wondering.
You are, pal? Well, what do you wonder about?
You think his mama's okay?
I think your mama's in heaven. Now, you stick here close by me. You want to feel your way around the bottom, son?
Yeah.
All right, go on.
You been to heaven?
Well, to be honest, I've been too busy being here to be much anywhere else but here.
Where's heaven at?
Let me think for a second.
Sit in the sky?
Not exactly.
You still thinking?
Well, I'm trying, pal. I guess you could say that's heaven's where you are when you ain't here no more.
When you ain't here no more?
Like your mama.
She's gone.
That's heaven.
Hey, Cece, you hear that?
What's that?
The river. It's talking.
The water, you mean? The waves?
Yeah, they's talking.
Well, what are they saying to you, bud?
Well, he don't know.
Who don't?
He don't.
Who don't?
Him, Cece, he don't. Can't you hear?
Yeah, pal, I hear you. You're a good guy, bud. You know that?
Hey, Cece, how come they singing?
It's all right. Hey, ladies, we're trying to wash here, you see?
He likes it in the water.
What are they doing? Hey, ladies, we'd like to be alone here.
I'm from Pastor Showers. We're all here to witness.
I'm just washing the boy, don't you see?
We're here for the baptizing, Pastor.
This is not a baptizing.
Praise God, the Lord's with us.
I'm just washing the boy, don't you see? Would you stop singing and listen? This has nothing to do with the church or the spirit. I'm just washing the boy. Would you stop singing and listen? Stop singing and listen. I'm just trying to wash the boy.
He can breathe in the
I'm
water.
not gonna baptize him, damn it. Don't make me a preacher.
He's breathing. Cece!
Buddy!
God, oh my God.
Like a slate wiped clean, or a fever washed away where there was fire to the sky. Now there's nothing. Where there was clouds, there's just blue and the sun.
It's only sun, gone, and it's me who brings word when I find Ferris that morning. I run by the river, I see the boy there, and I run like the wind for his father. I says, Ferris, I'm sorry. And he don't move and don't speak. I says, your son, he's passed on beyond us.
Buddy Layman's dead, don't you see? When he said it would rain, we laid our fields in rows, and we knew it would be a good season.
Now we harvest our fields and turn the ground over.
Turn the earth to the earth, like a child to his mother. When we think of the boy, we call it a blessing. We turn to each other, we call it a blessing.
Amazing grace, how sweet.